I'm Drex, and this is Introduction to Poi Spinning from Spinballs. In this video, we're going to cover a special type of wrap called a spiral wrap. Like the wraps we covered in the last video, spiral wraps consist of wrapping the tether of the poi around a surface of the body and then pulling the poi back out, reversing the direction that it spins in. Unlike these other wraps, however, both of the tethers are wrapped around the same surface, the hands, and this time we're going to use the entire tether, not just the very end of it. The first thing we need to cover with spiral wraps is hand positions. Depending upon how you're holding your poi, there are one of two hand positions you'll need for this move. The first is what I like to call the prayer, and it's done by having your palms point toward each other with your thumbs both pointing in the same direction, as if in prayer. This position is ideal for people who anchor their poi between their index and middle fingers, or middle and ring fingers. The second is what I like to call the turtle, and it's done by having both of your palms pointing in the same direction with your thumbs out to either side. This position is best suited for people who like to hold their handles or tether. Now, to begin learning spiral wraps, you're going to want to start with a corkscrew. If you haven't already learned this move, please check out the video in this series on how to perform it. When both hands are above your head, stop your hands moving and place them in either the prayer or turtle position, whichever is the most appropriate position for your grip, while letting the tethers and the poi wrap around your arms. You're going to find that this means that they'll gradually lose momentum and energy and fall pretty low on your body, probably around your shoulders. Try doing this again, but from a corkscrew that's going a little bit faster. Ideally, you want to get to a point where you can wrap the tethers up around just your wrists and hands. To exit, you're going to want to snap your wrists back in the opposite direction to rapidly unwrap the tethers. The timing on this can be tricky. You'll want to wait until the exact moment when the poi finish wrapping. Otherwise, the snap of your wrists will cancel out the movement of the poi, and they'll just stop. You'll also want to practice this with the poi spinning in both directions. If you're having troubles getting the poi to unwrap, one other trick you can use is to pull your hands apart, placing tension on the line. Once this feels fairly comfortable, try performing your corkscrews on a slight diagonal so that you're performing the spiral wrap on a diagonal as well. Try seeing if you can do this 10 times in a row. When the diagonal feels comfortable, try getting into a spiral wrap from vertical planes. This is going to require you to change the way you get into them just slightly. Rather than entering from a corkscrew, you're going to enter them from either a 3-beat weave or midway through a waist strap, but other than that, the mechanics are exactly the same. Here, having that snapping motion down is going to be absolutely critical. The single most common thing that goes wrong when people attempt spiral wraps in a vertical plane is that the tethers fall off of the hands as they wrap. This is caused by orienting the hands off-plane from where the poi planes are. Watch for when and where your poi fall off your hands, and the next time you attempt a spiral wrap, point your hands slightly in the opposite direction to compensate. This should help even out the problem. With time and practice, your planes will even out and compensating for off-planes will no longer be necessary. Spiral wraps are an amazing addition to any poi spinner's toolbox. They're a great way to reverse the direction of the poi while looking super cool doing so. Thanks so much for watching. Now show us what you can do. Share your photos and videos of your progress with Spinballs.